Hello, I'm Raziel for Dystopian Age. From the badlands of North America to the icy realm of Antarctica, the world of Dystopian Age is a wild and dangerous place. It is a generation since the end of the American Civil War, and Queen Victoria has been on the throne for over 40 years. While Louis Napoleon builds an alliance in Europe, the nations of the Far East are roused to action against the growing threat from the West. Now, the greatest scientific minds of the age have unlocked secrets that the human race was unprepared for, as super science and alien technologies bring the world perilously close to annihilation. But Dai is fast. An ancient entity has been subtly influencing humanity for thousands of years for its own purposes. This interference has attracted others to take an interest in humanity, and their knowledge has fallen into the hands of an alliance of scientists known as the Covenant of the Enlightened. Combining the newly discovered element 270 with a limitless power source known as RJ1027, the Enlightened have ushered in an age of phenomenal scientific advancement, bringing to reality projects and ideas that were the stuff of dreams only decades before. This unearned and disjointed scientific progression has, however, come with never morals nor safeguards, and the world has been plunged into a dystopian age. Through manipulation, fear, or conquest, many nations of the world have formed alliances with mutual economic and defense benefits, often around common cultural or geographic ties. The remaining great industrialized nations of the world, while powerful in their own right, have found that they are overmatched and haven't been driven to join or form larger alliances until, as the end of the century draws near, 7 distinct power blocks have emerged. These 7 great powers appear evenly matched in their war-making potential, and this brings a grim prospect. If a total of global war were to erupt, there would likely be no clear victor. As the world teeters on the edge of such a catastrophic war, the great powers battle tirelessly to gain a decisive advantage and emerge triumphant. With a mix of military might, subterfuge, diplomacy, and economics, fortune favours the bold. The dystopian age is an era where individuals can make their mark with opportunities for personal gain, as well as national interest to defend. While regions have been devastated by conflict, and yet others are relatively untouched. Others remain untouched, transformed by massive expansion of industry and technology into hives of activity that feed the fires of this terrible struggle. Worse yet, it appears that the world itself is changing, as if rolling conflict is enveloping the natural order as well as that of humankind. Bizarre weather events erupt with increasingly irregularity. Mighty storms blow up and then suddenly vanish. At sea and in the air, ships and flying craft mysteriously vanish, only to appear miles off course. Their crews have no recollection of the missing time. There are key regions around the globe that offer potential to grant a divisive to those who dare to claim them. Many of those involve the alien or otherworldly artifacts that are being discovered. These artifacts defy explanation, which makes them only more sought after. Most notably, the Enlightened has uncovered a strange structure in the Sudanese desert. Undoubtedly, this is the cause of their presence in the region, and the reason for their fierce resistance to the Crown's eastern expedition. Yet further east, in Africa, the streets of Lagos bear witness to each night to extraordinary masquerade scenes, where the phantasmagorical performance hides the battle between the agents of the Dark Council and the outlaw guilds that have full control of the city. Perhaps the most important of all, however, is a conflict unfolding on the American frontier. This union of federated states has emerged traumatized and hardened from bloody and protracted internal conflict known as the Ore War. It now tries to brutally enforce its rule across this sprawling and lordless land claimed by the proud warrior nation, all manner of outlaws, wild creatures, and elements of the enlightened. The cities of the east coast of the Union are austere and distant places compared to the rapidly expanding and vibrant towns, but they have sprung up across the west. Towns like Red Oak, Tombstone, Deadwood, and Retribution rival each other for attracting the most exotic and deadly of inhabitants that call the frontier home. There are factions at work in the west beyond the ken of the global power blocks. While these forces on the frontier are not ignorant of the larger world around them, it has little immediate impact as the Union serves as both protector and oppressor. Isolating the frontier from the wider world except for those few agents that slip through the ever-tightening net, there is much more to be found in the West than just a plot of hard earth and the scrabble for gold. With so many vying for power and the influence, the frontier is truly a place where a man or woman might not just make their fortune, but become a legend to be remembered, a legend to be feared. Welcome to the Wild West.